Alright Guardians, this is our weekly solo player's guide to the Nightfall. If you're new to the channel, we do this every single Tuesday and Wednesday. All 3 strikes, all 3 classes, 1 class per strike. This is going to be our Warlock on the Hollowed Lair. I knew he said we weren't going to do it, but I wanted to try something out, so we did it. If you're going for 100,000 points, I would recommend putting this up to about 185. I'd recommend Solar Singe, Heavyweight, let's go Extinguish, probably, and maybe Momentum. And that's really going to give you some good points. That's going to boost you up to about 4. So that's plenty to get your 100,000 points. As far as setup goes, we are rocking Phoenix Protocol. Finally got it. Love it a lot. It's all pretty awesome. And then we're also rocking Izanagi's Burden. If you'd rather rock like a scout rifle or something with some range, go for that. And maybe you like a legendary, you want to run Sleeper Simulant, go for that. That's also a good loadout. And then we're also rocking Trust. Mine's got Drop Mag, Dragonfly, Rampage, and a minor spec. And then we're also rocking Roar of the Beast because rocket launchers do very well. If you don't have this one in your collections, if you played Year 1, there is a very good rocket launcher called the Curtain Call. That thing is pretty amazing, and it's solar as well. And that would also be a good choice if you have it, or if you got this blue with cluster bombs, that's also fine. Avalanche would be another good choice. And then of course with Phoenix Protocol you want to rock the Well of Radiance, that middle tree. And then we're also rocking Solar Grenades, Healing Rift, that jump, and we have on the where is it? The Reveler's Tonic with the Grenade mod. Grenade boost, and that pretty much gives you Grenadier. You'll be getting your grenades pretty regularly. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and rock this guide. Alright, so as soon as you spawn in, you want to just run past everything until you get to here. This is where you actually start getting points. And then I like to just throw a grenade over at that door. That will get the 3 lurkers. Those will do solar damage, so be careful of them. And then we're just going to take our time taking these guys out. Again, the shield guys are doing solar damage, so just be careful. And then there's also going to be some exploder, whatever these guys are called. Scorn, there we go. Let's go ahead and just, like I said, take your time. There's no real rush, unless you're going for 100,000 points, obviously. Then you want to do it in about 20 minutes maximum. But once everything is dead, over here, just pick up whatever ammo you've gotten, maybe some orbs. Hopefully you get your super, you can pop it. And if you kill these guys quickly enough, you should be able to get your super back if you're rocking Phoenix Protocol, which hopefully you have it because it's actually a lot of fun to use. But once all these guys are dead, just keep on moving on. Just be aware that there are a couple of elites in this room, one of which is a sniper, I believe, and then the other one is that captain or chieftain right below this guy. So what I like to do is just keep throwing grenades, or one good rocket will take him out, which is pretty awesome. And then once everything's dead, again, pick up whatever ammo and orbs you got. And then I like to stay back here for a moment, kind of pick off whatever I can. And then you can pop your super again if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it personally. But go ahead and just take out this guy. 2 rockets will do the trick. And then once he's dead, just kill whatever comes in towards you. And then in this room there's also some elites, that guy right there, as well as there's like 1 or 2 more elites over here. So we're just going to stay back, and we're just going to kind of pop our grenades as often as we get them, as well as taking out whatever comes running at us. There are a few guys behind us, but we're just going to ignore them, and we're going to keep on keeping on. But if you're going for 100,000 points, you might want to get those guys. There's the other elite. It's that, what is he called? The Wraith. So the elite Wraith is dead. Go ahead and kill these shield dudes, and then we'll move on into the tank room. Or I believe it's the tank room. Yeah, it's the tank room. Alright, so once you reach this room, just go ahead and take out these guys. And then there will be 1 elite chieftain right there. 1 well-placed rocket will take him out. And then we're going to use our Izanagi's Burden, or Sniper. If you got a scout rifle or whatever, you can do that too. We're just going to take these guys out as quickly as possible. Just like that. And then as soon as this little platform is done lowering, you are going to get a wave of ads. What I found to be most helpful is just coming up here and taking these guys out, but not relying on the Well of Radiance, because I was dying quite a few times. I was also trying it on the other side, so that might have had something to do with it. But for right now, we're just going to take out these ads. We're not really going to worry about the walker tank. And honestly, we're just going to hold on to our super until we absolutely need it. But if you want to go a little quicker, you can definitely pop that super and get your super back with the Phoenix Protocol. But once you got most of these ads cleared, what we're going to do, instead of running into the bubble to do bonus damage on the tank, we're just going to shoot our rockets. If you want to throw a grenade before you shoot the rocket, do a little bit extra damage, that's fine too. That'll speed this little room up a bit. But there is still an elite chieftain here. He does have a solar shield. There he is. So just be very careful, and then once that spider tank opens back up or wakes back up, just go ahead and shoot another rocket at it. It will go back into shield mode, and you'll get another spawn of enemies. This is where we get our super going, just so these guys don't kill us pretty quickly. There we go. Just kill these guys as much as possible. There's a bunch of these Ravagers. Those are the guys with the little lanterns you gotta shoot. So just keep that in mind. And there's 2, I believe it's 2 elite snipers. There they are. And then just be careful of your super running out. If you do get your super back and you have Phoenix Protocol, feel free to just pop it again if you need to. Otherwise, a good healing rift will do just fine. And then once you have everything else dead, just pop another rocket at the tank. And then one more rocket should kill the tank. And we're just going to finish off the rest of these ads in here, and I will be on our way. Alright, once you're here, go ahead and kill the 4 little dudes and then the 1 elite in the middle there. Again, if you have the grenade boost thing on, thanks to the Revelry, which I'm definitely going to miss after this week. Having these unlimited grenades has been so much fun. But, and with Heavyweight on as well, a lot of fun. Alright, and then once you get in here, I like to just shoot a rocket at that chieftain. It'll take him out and some of the dudes around him. And we're just going to use our handy dandy Izanagi's Burden, which I actually really love. If you don't have this, I will try to remember to put the link in the description down below for the guide to it. Though it came out last season, so I'm pretty sure most of you have it, if you spent the time to get it, because it is a little lengthy unlocking all the forges and stuff. But go ahead and clear out all of these enemies. And I will say we do make one little mistake with our super here. You don't want to pop it automatically. You want to wait until it's pretty close to being on the ground, because as you'll see, it does not go down with the platform, which is kind of stupid in my opinion. But take out as many guys as possible after you've popped the Well of Radiance. That way you can get it back if you have your Phoenix Protocol. If not, pop it as needed. And then once you got most of these guys cleared out, emergency popping of the, which is why I love Phoenix Protocol. I got it Friday from the Faded Engram. Very nice. I would have been dead there. But go ahead and just take out as many guys as possible. If you kill all of them, I do believe you'll get your super back. As long as you're inside the Well of Radiance. You have to be inside the well for Phoenix Protocol to work. There we go. Had to do an emergency one. But hopefully you're rocking out some Revelry gear. Or orbs, I mean. So go ahead and pick those up. Unfortunately, they do not count towards your points, which is too bad. But they do give a pretty decent chunk of super energy. So with this one, we do the exact same thing. Only we're a bit smarter with our Well of Radiance. And it's just going to be the exact same thing as before. Stand in the Well of Radiance, shoot the guys, get your super back, maybe pop it again. That depends on you and how fast you are. And like right there is pretty good because we're pretty much on the ground. Go ahead and start killing dudes, and it's like literally just the same wave. And then once you clear these guys out, the boss will come out, defeat the Vengeful Hand, and then once he comes out, you do actually get a checkpoint, as you will see very shortly. And once like I said, once that guy comes out, you do have a checkpoint. So if you do something like this here in just a second, you don't have to worry about it. Well, it's coming. Don't even worry about it. A long list of stupid deaths. This is probably the best one. But so there you go. But go ahead and just pretty much, instead of standing there, what I would do is I would run back to where we're about to run to now, and then that way you can clear the ads as they're coming to you. You still have a pretty good clear sight on the boss, And if you got Izanagi's Burden, you can get that honed times 4. And that's going to do you very well. And you can just kind of clear the ads as they come along. And then, yeah. If the boss hits you too hard, you can always run back a little ways. And he won't be able to get you. So if you're having troubles with the boss, I would recommend coming way back here. Otherwise, just kill the ads as they come running at you, and then just take deal damage to the little mini boss as possible. And then we'll move on into the next section. Once you're in this section, what I like to do is just come over here, take these guys out from this angle. And remember, all these guys are doing solar damage, so be very careful if you're rocking Solar Singe. Like, I would just throw a grenade at them and hope for the best. It'd be probably a little bit faster than just waiting to be able to get those headshots. Just like here. There's 2 more on the next wave right here. There's also going to be some elite Marauders. Those are the invisible fallen enemies. So you kind of just want to stick back here. And there's also the wanted enemy that you can just let run away. I would actually recommend doing that if you can. Like, if you move up forward enough, he shouldn't run away. And then once you move up close enough, you'll actually get the boss to spawn in, and he will spawn in a bunch of ads. Don't deal damage to the boss because you can't. Just pop your super. Hopefully that guy runs away. You can actually just throw a grenade if you got one, or if you're running something with Dragonfly, maybe Polaris Lance. That would actually be another good one instead of Izanagi's Burden, if you have that. And then that way you can just kind of kill everything over here, and then you should be good to move on into the boss fight. Alright, now that you're at the boss fight, go ahead and just activate him. I like to just throw a grenade there and totally whiff a rocket and kill myself again. So we're going to try this one more time. There we go. Shoot the rocket, throw the grenade, jump over here, shoot another grenade, pop your super. Try not to kill any of the dudes because the enemies that you actually killed with that slam don't actually count with the Phoenix Protocol. It's kind of lame. but that's okay. And then you definitely want your super for this bit. And then just throw your grenades as you get them. Whether you're in, just make sure you're in the well as enemies are dying. And then just start killing dudes. And as long as you're in your well, you should be okay. But if you got too many of those Reapers, the ones with the lanterns, they're gonna melt you. So that's why you see me like jumping up and throwing my grenades down. And then once you get tethered, just shoot a rocket or some power ammo, whatever you got at the boss to let him, get that shield down, and then that will drive away the little mechanic there. And then while you're in your well of radiance, go ahead and kill whatever adds spawn in. Hopefully you can do it fast enough and get your super. And then just do the same thing again as you get tethered. And then we're just going to do enough damage to him for him to leave, but not before clearing out these adds. If you have your super, just hold on to it, because you're going to need it here in just a second. And I don't know that you can get it back quick enough, especially with the 100,000 points. But once he's gone, you will get a second wave of enemies, just like before, only instead of the elite chieftain, you will get the mini boss. I don't even know what they're called, like the ogre chieftain ogre scorn things. Let's go ahead and clear out these guys. If you have your super, obviously you want to pop it and just kill as many of these guys in here as possible. Get your super back and maybe hold on to it. Oh, you can drop it one more time. There's 3 waves of dudes. Emergency poppage. You're just going to want to be very careful if you have to do that. Hopefully you have enough orbs on the ground. Get those headshots. You can get some of your super back. And then you're just going to go through this again. Throw your grenades. Hopefully get as many as possible. If you're rocking a rocket launcher, make sure you have a loaded rocket launcher, just because it sucks to get tethered with all these guys sticking around and then not have a rocket ready, and then you have to deal with what I'm dealing with if you didn't get your super back, which kind of is stressful, especially since I don't have a healing rift available either. That's alright. Just keep throwing your grenades and keep running around, and then that's going to do it for the video. So hopefully this guide helped you out. If it did, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and as always, stay positive, be happy, be healthy, live long and prosper, and have an amazing week.
Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.